And we are back for another edition of Inside Michigan Recruiting, and we are here with the man of the hour, one of the fastest players in the country. One Mr. Phillip Wright made his way up from Destrehan, Louisiana, up from the boot. And Phillip Wright is in the building. Phillip, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just blessed to be here.
Yeah, man, and blessed to have you here.
Yeah.
Glad that you could be in the building. So let's rewind the tape. A couple of weeks, your Michigan commitment is now a couple of weeks in the books. How does it feel a couple of weeks in to be a Michigan commitment?
It feels good, you know. So many great guys came through the program, and I'm next up.
So tell us, I know you went into it when you made the commitment, but for Michigan fans who didn't get a chance to kind of watch your press conference and hear you talk about the why, what was your why? Why was Michigan, or why is Michigan a place for you?
You know, because they have so many Louisiana natives, and it's kind of like home with there being so many coaches and people on the staff being from Louisiana, and me having the same relationship as Coach Bell and connecting to the other coaches.
Gotcha, man. So, your recruiting journey is an interesting one because I'm, kind of watching you from afar, watching your tape, seeing your measurables, and I'm trying to figure out, we kind of talked about it on the phone, like, man, feels like people sleep on you. Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out why. And I'm curious if you have any theories on why people sleep on Phillip Wright when you're running a 10.46. You got any theories about why that is?
I don't know why. I think it's because I'm in Louisiana and we the underdog state. So I feel like they have a lot of downplay on Louisiana.
I don't know, man. I mean, you from Destrehan, though. I mean, that's Justin Jefferson School.
Yeah.
I mean, if you come from the same place as Justin Jefferson, they supposed to know about you, right?
Right.
You would, at least I would think.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to go. So, but at any rate, Michigan obviously knew about you, and I'm curious how much of you committing to Michigan, how much of it was that, hey, man, they were kind of on you before it kind of blew up. Did that play into it at all for you?
Yeah, it played in because connection we had with all the coaches, like I said before, and we just built that over the months into that time.
So take folks who haven't seen you play into your game. When they watch you play, when they see you do your thing, break down what they'll see.
I'm a game changer. When I touch the ball, crazy things could happen. You know, I could turn a small play into a touchdown. I could break tackles. I'm just a game changer.
Is there a player in college or the pros that you compare yourself to or people compare you to, say you're like?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Cheetah is that track guy too, and that's another thing that I said to you, and I want to bring that to the tape. You know, they say about some track guys, they say, hey man, that's a track guy playing football. And then, there's a difference though when you're a football guy that runs track. Have you heard that kind of conversation about your game?
Yeah, early on, people tried to say I'm just a track runner that play football, but I started playing football first at 6 years old, and track was just a thing I tried. And when my parents seen I was good at it, I just kept doing it. So I'm definitely a football player that run track.
I got you. All right, so you talked about Coach Bell and your connection with Coach Bellamy, being a guy that comes from Louisiana. So what is that connection like? Why have you guys vibe so much?
You know, he from the same area I'm from. He was a elite athlete, and I'm a elite athlete. So, our game compare a lot. We ran track too, so everything about us is similar, and that's the connection.
I got you. All right, so it's one of those things, man, where it feels like it's coming in waves because it's not just you. It's Jacob. It's Jasper. A couple years ago, it was a Marion. Like it's like a bunch of guys from Louisiana have started to look at Michigan. I'm curious what you think that's about. I mean, is the talk about Michigan? Are they looking harder at Michigan because Michigan is winning more of late? I mean, what do you think it is that kind of has guys down south kind of liking Michigan more lately?
I think it's the program, the different plans they got for us and things like that. that expose us and get us ready for the next level and ready for life after football.
So how did you deal with, because I know what schools say, I know what other coaches were saying. They're like, hey, man, Michigan don't throw the football. They don't throw the football. They're not going to throw it to you. So how did you deal with that? How did Michigan address that with you?
Yeah, they addressed it and moved me around to get Mitch Max and get me open and throw me the ball because I'm an elite receiver, and they going to get their elite players the ball.
So now, was that a conversation that you had with Coach Bell, or was that Coach Campbell? Like, who did you talk to? Who did you have that conversation with?
Coach Bell and Coach Campbell, the offensive coordinator. So, yeah, we all chopped it up.
Okay. All right, so now, keeping it real, we know an athlete like you, school's not going to stop recruiting you, right? Yeah. Georgia was coming hard. LSU was coming hard.
Yeah.
LSU still coming hard. I remember I talked to you when you were getting ready to announce your commitment. You were like, hey, man, they already turning up the heat. They're not going to stop turning up the heat. As a matter of fact, even after you committed, the heat kept coming. So give me an idea of what they're saying to you after you committed to Michigan. Like, what's the pitch like now? Are they coming even harder? I mean, what are they saying to you these days?
Yeah, they're coming even harder. They're telling me they're not going to stop the signing day. You know, they want a player like me and things like that. So they going to keep that pressure on.
So give me your perspective on this. I mean, why did they start? They start turning up the heat because of Michigan? I mean, where were they before? Where were they early in the process? What made them start turning up the heat?
You know, what they tell me, you know, for in-states, they come a little later because they value us and things like that, you know. And I think because they seen my game more and how I'm really a difference changer, they wanted to come more.
So they said they were sort of monitoring you for a while, and then they were waiting to see how it developed? All right. So now you just went down there for, what did they call there?
A little splash.
The little splash? So what was that like? Take me through what that experience was like.
I had a good time out there with the guys and coaches. We had meetings and talked about me playing for them and things like that. I enjoyed myself with the players and, you know, most of my partners there. So, yeah, I had a good time.
So now they try hard to get you to not commit. Did they try hard to get you to not take this trip up here this weekend?
Oh, no, they ain't stopped me.
Okay, all right. But even if they did, you made it up.
Yeah.
Now, you made it up and you got with these guys. So what has the experience been like with the guys that are also committed to Michigan, the guys who you would be going to Michigan with?
You know, we're in the group chat, so we text a lot. Us seeing each other in person, we just gonna start chopping it up. You know, Jasper and Jacob here, so we already be talking and just getting to know the other players.
Yeah, so, man, I don't know if Carter's here yet, but I know Brady Hart is here. You get a chance to throw the ball at all any with him yet this week?
I ain't seen him yet. I just got here at like 3 o'clock.
I got you. All right, man. So as you move forward, you know how this process gonna go. Schools, and I expect it's not just LSU gonna be recruiting you hard. You know, Michigan obviously still gonna be grinding on you every single day, recruiting you hard. What do the next few months look like for you? Are you gonna be taking visits to other schools? Are you just gonna visit Michigan? I mean, what do the next few months look like for you, recruiting wise?
You know, I don't really know recruiting wise right now. All I know is I'm trying to go back for another state championship, so I'm gonna be locking in, getting my team ready for that. So recruiting wise, that's just gonna come, and I take that day by day.
I got you. Now, you know, one of the things that to kind of get a feel for is the comfort being away from home. This is now your third time up here. How does that feel? I mean, you know, the first time spring game, second time, you know, what is it, like a couple-hour trip? Third time now. How does it feel being, you know, that flight trip, that plane trip up here? How does it feel being a little ways away from home?
It's a little nerve-wracking because I've never been so far away from home. But the third time, I was just able to go to sleep on the plane. So I think it's chilling out.
All right, you think your fam, how's your fam with it? You think they're going to, you know, fams don't like they babies to be far away from home. How you think they're going to be able to handle it?
Or they coming with me no matter where I go.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so give me an idea. Let's look ahead to this upcoming season. You said you're going for another state championship. That's the team. That's the collective. Let's talk about the individual. Where is Phillip Wright going to be better this year compared to Phillip Wright last year?
Last year I don't think I really got the opportunity to show what I really could do. So I think this year I'm gonna have way more opportunity with the coaching staff we got now. Our new offensive coordinator coming in with different types of plays and actually trying to get the elite receivers the ball. So I think I'm gonna get way more opportunity to show my skills, and I think after this year, I'm gonna be a highly known recruit.
Okay. All right. Now I've been saying 10.46. I don't know if that's your best or what. Like, what's your fastest 100-meter time?
10:38.
10.38. My bad. That's why I asked the question. I want to make sure I put the right number on your name. And so, what can we expect by the end of your high school career? Where do you think you'll be clocking?
I want to hit like a 10 flat.
10 flat in high school.
Yep.
10 flat before he hits the college scene. You gonna run track in college?
Yes.
Okay, it's gonna be a dual sport guy when you hit the college scene as well. Well, Phillip, appreciate your time, man. If we want to come out, and this is something that I've been asking all the guys, because we track guys during the season, we're gonna come down to some of your games. So if we want to circle some games on the schedule, what game should we check mark? Which game should we try to get out and see?
We got Calic BR week 1, Alexandria, Hanville. That's our rival game. East St. John, those are our rival games, but they can't beat us. But Calic week 1, that's gonna be a big game.
All right. And so, Phillip, man, part of this is once you get committed to a school, do you put on your recruiting hat? And I know we talked about this on the phone. I asked you, who you going to be recruiting, and you said, hey, I might recruit a couple guys. So have you thought a little bit more about who you might be recruiting as you get deeper into the process?
Yeah, some of my teammates, Greg Wilford, slot receiver, he's a game changer too with the ball in his hand, shifty. We got Jabari Mack. He's nice. He speed demon like me. Mm-hmm. And then we got my cousin from Rummel, Kendrick Joseph. He a unknown player, but like all of us from Louisiana, they take us as a joke kind of. They don't I don't know.
Man, I don't understand. I'm trying to figure this out. Where all this they take us for a joke come from?
Yeah, because we got so many athletes, and those 2-3 other names I named, they some game changers and they make some things happen. So yeah.
All right. So listen, we coming down with a camera crew. So we looking for a show.
Oh, you might get 70 touchdowns.
Okay. All right. We looking for a show when I get down there. Now listen, the other part that I want to get to before we get out of here is, man, you've been able to go all over the country. You said you're getting overlooked, but one of the ways you get out of getting overlooked is you go to the people. You go to these schools so they don't miss you. Your family helped you get there, man. So talk to me about your support system, the people who helped you grind to get to where you are. How about them? Shout them out a little bit.
My mom, my dad, they could be at work right now. They taking their time out to bring me to a place to help me in life, but them too. I got 2 sisters. I got to take care of them. They might be aggravating sometimes, but I love them, and they love me to death, so I'm doing this for them. I got trainers, Coach Robbie Green. They come to me with plans and how to talk, and don't be stressed out about this. So all of them play a part in my life, so just trying to do the best thing to help them.
That's right, man. You don't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
They're part of the grind too. So we'll see. But like I said, man, we're looking for a show.
Yep.
So I expect to see one when we get down there to the booth. And I'm curious if we're going to say, I don't understand what you're saying about they think it's a joke.
No, I'm saying it because they got teams of people in Texas or California, that's the number one. Mm-hmm. And some of us not even top 300, but we way better than some of these other cats. So I feel like, I don't know, but if you put us one-on-one against one of them, it's going to be over.
There you go. From your lips. All right, folks, thanks for watching another edition of Inside Michigan Recruitment.